Hey, we back at 50/50 official. I know you guys were asking about it, itching for another video, especially within the past couple days. It seems like cryptocurrency is right on par with politics for just breaking headlines every single day, just something new. If you slept through a day, you're totally lost and behind. But today we're gonna do a quick market overview at this point. Just a quick overview of Bitcoin's current price, ETH, and then we'll get into Litecoin, and every the just basic knowledge around that, the fast facts, and then its 10-year projection price as well, and everything that goes along with that. So stay tuned. If you haven't seen the other videos, I recently did one on Dash. I highly recommend learning about that. That's a great coin as well, and Ripple. So check those out if you haven't. But it's been really, really exciting in cryptocurrencies the past couple days. Bitcoin is at an astounding, almost 11K. ETH is at $460. It seems like just a week ago it was in the 300 range, and now it's almost bumped 100 from just being stagnant for a little bit before that. But Bitcoin is at 11K. It keeps soaring, and if you have more than one Bitcoin at this point, you're doing great. You're doing great, and you're just sitting pretty, and you're telling all the naysayers that I told you so. It was literally only a year ago. This is what I've been doing. I've been telling the naysayers this whole time. It was literally only a year ago, on February 13th, 2017, that it was around $1,000. If you just invested 2K at that point and just got two Bitcoins, you would be sitting on 24K, almost 24K right now. And it's only going to keep growing. The bubble is getting a little bit big, so that's something to watch out for. But it seems like nothing can stop it at this point. But I would be a little cautious as the higher it gets, because it may it's due for a dip anywhere in the near future with this historic rises and these crazy weeks we've been having. So just be cautious about that. But all the coins seem to be doing relatively good at this point, including Litecoin. So we'll move on to that. Litecoin is doing great. It's very similar to the last video we did on Dash. It's another one of those peer-to-peer cryptocurrencies, open source, and the numbers have been great. Right now, it's at just above $100. And as of about a week ago, it was around 85. So 100 is a pretty big gain for Litecoin. I know I have a lot of friends that got early on in Litecoin when it was sitting around $25 not too long ago, and they basically quadrupled their initial investment, which is great. This is why you should be trying to diversify in this coin. It's a great peer-to-peer coin. It was made by this guy named Charlie Lee. He's an open source client on GitHub at that time. Charlie Lee, he was a former Google employee, so he's very smart. He created, a decreased block generation time of around 2.5 minutes compared to Bitcoin, a higher maximum number of coins as well. Litecoin, a little bit about the market cap. Litecoin reached a 1 billion market cap as of November 2013. As of around a week ago, in November 26, 2017, that's when it was around 85 per coin, and the market cap was worth $4,600,081,000. So that is astounding. And another great tidbit about this coin, and it has been known to double itself within 24 hours. Any investment that you can double in a 24-hour period must have a high potential. It does mean it has a high volatility as well. But it is still relatively low. It's not like Bitcoin at 11K where, maybe one day it just drops like 5K randomly. Not that it's done that yet, but, who knows with Bitcoin at this point. It's going crazy. But Litecoin, if you get in at $100 now, it can't drop too much, respectively, within the long term. So it's definitely a great coin to get into. The one downside of this coin, Litecoin, to miners, not just individual users, but miners, the script algorithm of Litecoin, the devices for mining it, are more complicated to create and more expensive than Bitcoin. So that's also something to keep in mind for mining between Bitcoin and one of these smaller coins like Litecoin. Unfortunately, Litecoin is a little bit more expensive and a little bit more complicated to mine. But it has a great projection. My 10-year projection, I project it to be worth around maybe 15K. So not as high as the other coins, but it's really more about shares than anything, and this is still relatively low. So Bitcoin, I think it's going to be anywhere from 50 to 100,000, but this will, in my opinion, will stay maybe 15 to 20,000, on the higher end 20,000. But if you have more shares, if you just put in $500 now, so I think that's a great projection for Litecoin. A lot of blogs have it ranked really high as well. It's a top 5 blockchain. It's very widely used. This is just a random blog I found on Google. I like to mix up the sources, so this is just a random one. But it says, these are the most promising cryptocurrencies right now. It's in the 3rd for this ranking, which is very high. I mean, I've seen it on other charts and other blogs, anywhere between the 8 to 4 range. So 3 is pretty high in my books. But it is a great coin. You really can't go wrong with this coin. I recommend everyone doing their active research in it before they make the investment. But this is a great coin to get into, although it is not good for miners apparently. So, but this has been a great 50/50 official. Just a quick Litecoin overview. I tried to make it quick. I'm trying to do these as quickly as possible. I know you guys are all busy people and want to get back to your trading. And I wish you happy trading. But, just a quick overview of Litecoin so you know the basics. You don't look like a fool when you talk about it next. And, it's 10-year projection and, defend your investment. And then as well, just a brief stint on a market overview of Bitcoin at 11K and ETH almost at 500. So record numbers for cryptocurrencies. Everyone's sitting pretty. Everyone go out. Everyone enjoy your profits. We all made money. I don't know who lost money currently within these past couple weeks. It's just been great. Unless you didn't catch the highs on the day trading, but you still probably made a little bit of money at the end of the day. So definitely subscribe for more videos. I really want to do my next video on Monero. I think that's a great up-and-coming one that no one's really talking about. Great for us early adopters. 50/50 official, we're the home of early adopters. Subscribe for more.